See, can we put this down here? No. There we go. One airship. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Simpletons SMP. Okay, as you can see behind me, I've been a little bit busy between episodes, and I made myself a Christmas tree for the holidays. This is the Mumbo Jumbo design. I will put a link to his video on how to do this in the description, so you can take a look at that. The only thing that is different between his design and mine is that he uses some repeaters to do the timer thing for it, and I'm actually using a timer from the Modpack itself. Now the only bad problem with this is this causes so much lag here. You can see how jerky the motion is, so I put a switch here to turn the lights off, and that all has to do with the lighting updates taking place here, causing this thing to jerk around quite a bit. But you can see we've got some baubles on the tree. These are spheres that were made in Architecture Craft. So I've used gold, silver, and platinum and made some different baubles for it. And then the candy canes were made by Lady Random. She made the pattern for me, and I just applied them to the tree. And right now I've just got the red and white ones, but she made me some patterns for some other colors, and I'm going to put those on the tree as well. I just haven't had the chance to make the flat colored blocks that I need for those as well. And I'm also thinking about maybe trying to figure out how to do a little bit of chisels and bits and see if we can get some like tinsel or something that would hang on the tree. I'm not promising anything. I'm not very good with chisels and bits, but might be fun to give it a shot. Okay, so there's that. I have moved all the, well, not all of them, most of the chests inside in the area we were creating downstairs. So most of that's in here. This is just basically the bees and stuff that I had before. And these are the seeds and saplings are over there. I just haven't decided what I want to do with those yet as far as storage. They're probably going to go in the barn as soon as we get that built. Now let me show you my storage area. So we come down here, you can see now I've got a whole bunch of drawers in here. So I've got most of the stuff from the trees are over in here. This is mostly the farm goods. We got those in there. These are most of our blocks, you know, that we dug up when we were tearing down the mountain, as well as a few other things. And over here we've got some like Thaumcraft stuff and some dyes and things like that. The rest of the garden stuff that we couldn't get down in this side over here. Also, our ME system is slightly changed a little bit here. You can see that I've added two more terminals. We've got a pattern terminal, so we can come in here and we can make patterns for different things. And then we've got the ME interface terminal here, which I've got the patterns stored in that I currently have. Now, let me go ahead and take this out real quick, and I'm just going to show you that I've already kind of came back here and I put in the stuff for auto crafting, and I'll just kind of briefly explain this. Now I just made a very simple one. So we got a total of 4 molecular assemblers and 4 interfaces that just are kind of patterned like this, so that actually each of these molecular assemblers are touched on 3 sides basically, or well, at least this one is, because it's got this one, that one, and this one touching it. This one, yeah, same with this one. So all of them have, you know, are touched on 3 sides by these things at least, so that they can receive requests from any of these interfaces here. And there's a cable back here that it connects up to. I can't get to right now, but It just attaches to our dense cable that I've got running down that way that goes all the way out. Well, the dense cable only goes so far, but I'm using the dense cable so we get a few more channels in here. So each, these connections can be up to 8 channels on it, because the dense cable will hold up to 32. So the dense cable goes down as far as where we're connecting the wood area into this, and then it's just regular glass cables that goes all the way out to our power shed. All right. Anyways, the next thing we have here is our crafting coprocessors. So we got 2 4K memory units plus a crafting monitor, and that's also just attached to the side here. We can make this bigger by adding more memory and whatnot into it, but I think this is just fine the way it is. We don't need to do an awful lot. Remember, the purpose of this pack is that we share things, so we don't need huge ME systems with tons of automation and whatnot, because we have the tech park for that. So let me go ahead and get this put back together. Just close this up, and then I've got my oak trim here. I'm going to put my glass cable back in, which I already have here. And then we're going to attach our ME interface terminal. And then I've got a facade, cable facade that I made out of the trim, so it'll match in with everything else. So there we go. So that is this area here. Now I've done something else too. I wanted to start in with doing some of the grading of the gems for Silence Gems, and so I've got an area built for that is underneath us. But before we go down there, I'm going to show you I made a couple of graders. So let's just come in here and let's take a look at the recipe for graders. It's a material grader, and it's made up of a magnifying glass, chaos iron ingots, and gold ingots. Now the magnifying glass is gold, a pane of some sort, and an ornate gold rod. The ornate gold rod is gold, the chaos essence, and iron. And that'll give you 8 of them. The chaos iron ingots is you need this unfired chaos iron ingot, and then you smelt it and it becomes a chaos fire ingot, and that's made up of 2 chaos essence and an iron ingot to make that, and that's what gives us our material grader. The other thing I did was I moved the chaos node that was outside there, and it is in our house here now above our graders that we have, and they help speed these things up. So let me just show you that recipe real quickly. Chaos node mover. Okay, and this is the recipe here. It is 4 nether shards, 4 ender frost, and a chaos ore. Okay, the nether shard is enriched chaos essence with ender essence and a nether star. Nether star, we have a woot farm in our mob farm area, so I just grabbed a nether star from there, and this gives us 24 of these, so probably won't need to bother with that thing for a while. Enriched chaos essence, ender essence is just something you find, and enriched chaos essence is chaos essence with glowstone and redstone. So that's what makes up the nether shards. Ender frost is the ender essence surrounded by ice. Ice is something that we get in our tech park, so we're good there. The chaos core is the enriched chaos essence around a block of quartz, and that's, we already saw that. So that makes the chaos node mover, and you can move a node once with this thing, and then you have to repair it because it becomes spent. So if you want to move another one, you've got to fix it by putting it back in with 2 more nether shards, and that will change it back to an empty chaos node mover. So I moved my node, and then I repaired it and gave it to Lady Random so that she could do the same in her base. because once I told her how much faster this went with grading the gems, she was all on board for doing that. So anyways, I've got an elevator block here, so let's come down here. Let's take a look at our area. It's kind of the same as upstairs, except that I put 96 of these basic drawers in here. There's 48 different gems in Silence Gems, and each of these will grade up to their different grades for the gems. So let's see if we can take a look at this. So you can see this, the grading is SSS is the best, then it's SSSA, then it's B, C, D, and E being garbage. So there's 8 total grades that they can be, so 48, so there's 4 in each, so that's 2 of these, so 48 times 2 is 96. So I've done the black diamonds, and I've been working on apatite, and then I've also been working on rubies and violet sapphires. So here's what I've got here. There's the chaos node. I just put it above these. I've got 2 graders here, and the chaos node repairs our tools. And underneath these are hoppers that point into this slightly larger chest. And I've got hoppers pointing into the tops of the graders, and then I've just been tossing my gems in here. They come in, they get processed, and then they get stuck into the chest down here. Now this thing is all filled up. So yeah, let's just go ahead and grab everything that we've got in here as far as the apatite. So we've got some D, SS, S, A, B, E, C, D, and more D. So all the apatites can just come in here. So out of all these, though, I've only gotten like 1 triple S out of the black diamonds and 1 triple S out of the apatites. These again, I'm gonna have to get these set it up. So we got E, D, C, B, A, S, SS, E, D, C, another S. Hang on a moment. That's B, that's A. Alright, so I'm just going to be going through these, and I'm going to be getting them stored in here. So we don't have any triple S on the sapphires, but we can at least get these sorted. So we got SS, S, and A. I'll leave that top space open, so that's SS, S, A. Then we go to B, C, D, and E. B, C, D, E. We can just double click on that and put them out of space. So what are these? These are E. Alright, what do I have here? E. Okay, they should have gone in. Alright, so I'll come back to this and I'll start getting these put away and getting them sorted out, but I just kind of wanted to show you that real quick. So let's head on upstairs, and I'm going to show you what I want to work on today. And then we're also going to head over to a new area and take a look at it, and I'll explain what we got going on there. So one of the mods that's in this pack is one that I've never seen anybody play with, but it's looked really interesting to me, and it's called Viescraft. So let me come in here, and I've got the manual for it, and let me just kind of look at that real quick. And it's a Viescraft manual, volume 1, and that is a book surrounded by 4 feathers will give us this manual. So let's take a look at the manual, and this is the Viescraft. So it's airships. So we're going to be building ourselves a basic airship to get us started. So the book explains all this stuff. So we got the basic assembly, workbench, logic chip, workbench, balloon, frame, engine, ignition, all the pieces that we need for the basic assembly of the airship. And this is the order everything needs to be put in order to actually build it. And then this is how to make the fuel, and then there's some other stuff. You can make bombs and stuff like that. I'm not going to be bombing anybody's base. That would be horrendous to do. We're all friends here. I don't need to be doing that to anybody. So this is how it works. So we'll learn that as we go along. But let's get started. In this chest here, we're going to get started with the basics. And this is the logic chip, which is 2 cobblestone, a redstone, and 3 gold nuggets will make the logic chips, which look like this. So let's just go ahead and make that real quick. Clear this out. Like that, and there we go. 1 logic chip. I'm just going to toss that in there, and I'm going to clear that out. We don't need any more right now. So the workbench is a crafting table and a logic chip. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Crafting table above a logic chip. Crafting table, logic chip, and that's 1 airship workbench. Go ahead and clear that out, and we can put that down. Now in other videos I saw this piece kind of moves. I haven't been able to get it to work because I built another one of these for another purpose just to try it out, and I guess it works. So we'll find out. We'll use this for the rest of this. So the next thing we need to work on, come back in here, is the balloon, and the balloon is made up of 8 leather and 1 piece of string. So we've got our 8 leather here and 1 piece of string. Let's see if we can come into this. Let's try it in here. Like that, and that gives us the balloon. All right. Next piece is going to be the frame, which is 4 iron, 4 chipsets, and a mine cart. So 4 iron, 4 chipsets, and a mine cart. And the mine cart's just a standard vanilla mine cart. We all know how to make those. It's just 5 pieces of iron like that. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is our frame. Next piece, the engine. We need to make 2 of these, and they are 4 iron, 2 iron bars, 2 pistons, and a chipset. And of course I only grabbed this stuff to make 1. So let me go ahead and get this in there. So 4 iron, 2 iron bars, chipset in the middle, 2 pistons. Did I do that right, or is it backwards? 2 pistons on the side. Huh. Okay. Let's take this out of here and let's see if we can try it in here. Now I did notice that with one of the other pieces that the recipe was messed up at Viescraft, and we want this here, airship engine. See, this has a block of redstone in the center of it, and where the other thing has the chipset. So let's just go ahead and do it in here. What else did we need? Okay, 2 pistons and 2 iron bars. So, okay, so let's go ahead and do those. And I know that I've got, so, what is this? All right, we want to craft 2 pistons. 2 next. Come on. Craft 2 pistons next. Start. Okay. This thing crafting them. Nice. Try that way. Piston. There we go. He's just being crazy at the moment. Just leave him in there. Engine. Make the second Viescraft engine, and there we go. Put that logic chip away since we don't need it at the moment. All right, so next piece we need is the ignition, which is also called the core, and that is, this recipe is incorrect in here. So this is the correct recipe for it. We have 4 iron, 2 diamonds, iron bars, magma block, and a gold ingot. So let's try it in here real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, gold ingot in the middle, iron bar, magma, 2 diamonds, and that gives us the engine or the core. All right, so that should be the basics that we need for this. And then we need to craft some what's known as Viescraft. So we come in here, and this is actually how to put it together. We need 4 leads. Lead. Craft 4 of those. Alright. Go ahead and grab those. Come on. Put this stuff away. Alright, and then we should be able to put that together in here. Let's take a look at that recipe real quick. Okay. Leads are on the outside. Balloon frame engine. Balloon frame engine, or core, and then the 2 engines. That gives us our airship. All right. So last thing then, let's come back into our manual, and then we need create the Viescraft pellets, which are the fuel that's used by it, and that is 1 redstone and 1 coal or charcoal. So I've got a stack of each in here, so let's just go ahead and make a bunch. That ought to give us, I think it's 2 stacks of the pellets. Let's go ahead and craft those real quick. Like that, and there we go. All right. Let's head upstairs real quick and let's see if we can put this thing down if it's daytime, which it is. And let's see if we can at least take it up in the air and bring it back down without killing ourselves. So let's come over here. See, can we put this down here? No. There we go. One airship. I thought it'd have a balloon over it. I guess not. So how do we do this? Okay. Okay. You can scoot it on the ground. Take it up. Now, how do we put the fuel in it? Drop it in there. No. Okay, well, clearly I have no idea what I'm doing here, so let's just get out of this thing, and I will read up on it, and we'll try taking it for a run around next time. I think we can just probably pick it up like that. So let me clean up my inventory, and then I'm going to take you for a quick run over to our new area. All right, so we got that put away. So let's take a look at the new spot we set up here, and we're going to hit Warp Christmas. Come on, there we go. Getting a lot of lag today for some reason, so hopefully it'll get cleared up a little later on today. So this is our Christmas area, since this is December when I am recording this, as you can tell by the Christmas tree at my place. And this is an area that 99 Blocks set up for us to do some stuff. I don't want to show around too much in here because people have been working on it, and I don't know who's done what yet. I know that Winry put the tree up, but we're all going to be decorating it together. And it looks like she might have put the star on top of it, but that's probably about as far as it's gone. It looks like a couple other things over there, which I don't want to spoil yet. So this is a list of everything that people are signed up for, and I signed up for the snow globe. So I want to find a spot out here somewhere. Now this area is actually 3 hexes in total that we can use, and I don't really I think we're gonna do like a snowman competition there. That looks like a lot of trees. This might be the area we need to do this in. We could probably do it up here. I don't have my jetpack or anything on me to get down here, so it might be a little difficult at the moment to get down there. Same with that one over there. But I'm going to be making a giant snow globe. I do have all the glass that I need for the exterior, and then I'll have to figure out what I want to put on the inside of it. But let's go home real quick. And then here, just hit Desert Rat and let this thing teleport us home. If I can move, there we go. And then we will run over here and grab our jetpack and then head back to Christmas. This thing is rubber banding me back and forth, so server probably needs to be rebooted here shortly. So let's come over here and go ahead and grab my jetpack, which I have on the shelf here. Come on. Did I say that server was rubber banding? It's ridiculous. Come on. Give me my jetpack. And there we go, get kicked out. All right, looks like the server did a backup and maybe restarted. So let's try this again. Let's go ahead and grab our jetpack. I think I want to take a sign with me as well. Let's see if we got one. If not, we can make one. Yeah, we can grab one here. All right, and we do have a over there. We've got the waystone. Let me just go into next Christmas hex. All right, let's go ahead and put on our jetpack just so we can get down to that area. And I found out what that is, but I'm not going to say yet. And that's something over there Lady Random's been working on. So I think we're going to come down here into this hex below. And we'll pick an area, maybe. Right in here ought to be good. All right. So the globe is going to be like a 32 by 32. So it's going to be fairly large. I'm not going to build the entire thing on stream. I'm just going to get the base set up. Now I'm using the plots modeler. I'll include a link to that in the description as well. And I just chose a sphere in there. And that is what I am using to set up for the pattern for the sphere itself. Just because I couldn't draw a circle to save my life. So this is going to be a snow globe. There's that. And let's go ahead and put that there. And then I'm going to get the base started here in just a second in my iron backpack. I've got this diamond chest transporter here, and I'm going to put this down here, and we've got a drawer with 113 stacks of glass in there, so it's more than enough. I think the thing calculated as something like roughly 40 stacks of glass is all that we needed. Let me go ahead and get a couple just to get us started. So what I want to do is we're going to be making the base for it and maybe do first couple of layers real quick, and then the rest I'm going to do on my own because it's just building up and up and up and around, and it's going to take me a little while to do all that, and I don't have time tonight to do that. But let's go ahead and get started, and with the very first layer at least, it's going to be 4 glass this way. Alright, that jetpack's gonna drive me nuts. Let me take it off. And then it's gonna be 1 here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. And I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in all the inside of this. Even though more than likely this isn't going to be visible, but we may as well fill it in with glass while we're at it. Like that. Probably should have grabbed some dirt while I was at it, but I didn't. Okay, so that's the bottom layer. Now hang on a second. Okay. Back in here, I've just taken a look at that. So I need to get the next layer going out. So we're going to come up 1. Let me go ahead and pick that up. Since I got silk touch on there, we're good there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That. It's going to be the same thing here. all 4 of these. And we'll put some kind of base around this, the bottom of this, to make it look like a proper snow globe at some point. But first things first, I want to get the actual glass globe built. And trying to follow this pattern. So that's why I can't really do it on camera, because it's just skipping back and forth at each of the 32 layers of this thing in order to get it built up is going to be a little crazy, and it's just monotonous. It's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until you get the entire thing built up. So let me see if I can at least get this layer finished up. Probably should move that out further, but let me see. It looks like it is, yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that looks about right. Of course, it's nighttime. Let me finish this off, at least this layer, and I'll be right back with you. All right, well, that's it for this episode. I'm going to have to work on this between episodes. It's going to take a long time to get the globe itself built up. And I don't have all the time to do it today, and certainly I'm not going to do the entire thing on stream or on a recording for you, because you'd get kind of boring just seeing me going around and around in circles building up glass to make an entire globe. But I'll bring you back when we get the globe itself done, and then we'll start working on the base and the interiors of what we're going to put in there probably in the next episode. So until next time, this is Desert Rat. Have a good one. Goodbye.